All right, so if you guys are new here, I love movies, and every once in a while, if there's kind of trailers for larger movies that I'm excited about, I'll watch them and then kind of discuss some of the specifics I noticed, things like that. I think they call them reaction videos. So today we're obviously going to be watching Black Widow. I'll kind of save some of my thoughts for after. Obviously, this probably should have been out a really long time ago. And just kind of to clarify anybody who's confused after Endgame, and obviously there's like spoilers for that in this. This happens immediately after Civil War, or just after Civil War in general. So this is not supposed to be a current Black Widow movie. This is kind of like a little trip to the past. So without any further ado, let's watch it now.
I used to have nothing. And then I got this job. This family. But nothing lasts forever.
It's always a good staple thing to go back to.
I heard you had to leave in a hurry.
It's never easy these days.
So what are you going to do?
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
I like the music
I
a
know
lot.
you're out there.
I know you know I'm out here. So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Is that what we are?
Florence Pugh!
It's good to see you too, sis.
What brings you home?
We have unfinished business. We have to go back to where it all started.
Always have to go back. Ooh.
Lucky us.
One thing's for sure. It's gonna be a hell of a reunion.
Still fits.
He looks like he walked out of Kick-Ass.
Back together again.
You got fat.
Cool. I like that kind of like the red silhouette walk towards at the end of the trailer there. That kind of makes it feel like the Bond silhouette, I guess, a little bit. Hey, buddy. I think my cat was inside the couch. Okay. I feel like some of the line delivery was a little bit awkward. You know, some of the like, but it's time to stop running from my past. I feel like that was a little bit awkward, but when it gets more to the witty banter stuff that I think she does really well as Black Widow, that was good. Florence Pugh is now being added to the list of people that have had to do horrible accents, as well as Rachel Weisz and I guess David Harbour too, but that is just something that's always really thrown me off is specifically like the fake Russian accents. But man, she is on a tearaway. Like Florence Pugh, like just to kind of step away from the movie itself for a second, she is blowing up this year. Like she's doing so much. So she was in Midsommar. She was in Fighting with My Family. She's going to be in Little Woman. She's in this. And I feel like there was something else I saw her in. So she's on a tearaway. Like I always find it very interesting when certain celebrities just kind of suddenly end up in a lot of things. And I wonder if like she's obviously very talented, but I want to know what went into that. Like whoever her manager is or whatever opportunities that she's gotten for scripts and managed to make work. Like, she's doing crazy well. I feel like for something that feels so grounded in a lot of ways, some of the costumes, obviously it's supposed to be in like the superhero world, but some of the costumes kind of threw me off a little bit. Like the Red Guardian costume looks cool, but everything else in that movie just seems so real up until that point that it kind of throws you off. I'm not sure how I feel about the Taskmaster outfit either. Like this is all like little nitpick stuff, but again, it feels like it's something that should be a very kind of like enhanced, but yet still grounded, you know, espionage type movie that then has her jumping out of a plane. Hopefully it all works out because like it does look good. I think the music is super hype. I like the concept of the story, but I really think this should have come out before Endgame. This should have been released. Honestly, first of all, it should have been released years ago, but if they were finally going to do it, it should have come out before the big Endgame finale, because that would have made her sacrifice in Endgame probably mean more, unless they can find a way to really drive this home in a way that calls back to that sacrifice in Endgame to kind of bring more of an emotional reaction out of people. I think it's kind of rough that she didn't get the opportunity to do this, right after Civil War. Like, this should have come out after Civil War. I'm really excited at the cast, even if I am thrown off by the accents. Like I mentioned, I'm really into Florence Pugh this year. Rachel Weisz has always been fantastic. David Harbour is a great time. Again, I think I didn't say it when I was watching the trailer, but when he's wearing his Red Guardian outfit, it reminds me of something that looks like it should come out of Kick-Ass, like the movie Kick-Ass, which is one of my favorite movies. So I'm not opposed to it at all. Now, obviously, in the comic books, at one point, Red Guardian was married to Natasha, so I don't know what direction they're actually going to go in there, if that's the narrative they're going to go with, or if they're just going to do something completely different. Knowing Marvel, it will probably be different. They're usually very good at adapting stories in ways that are similar, but then changing them a bit for their own universe so that it kind of keeps people on their toes. People don't 100% know what to expect, for better or for worse. So I feel like they're not going in that direction with this, but I could be completely wrong and completely off base. Maybe ScarJo and David Harbour did have a torrid romance in the past of their fictional characters in this movie universe. I also thought a lot of the other stealth suits that they showed during the movie looked super cool. I'm very excited about that. And I think that Black Widow is a very compelling character with a compelling history. I did kind of want this, as many people did. We wanted it to be like the Budapest mission. We just wanted to see the Budapest mission. I hear Jeremy Renner's a little bit incapacitated right now, but I think everybody kind of wanted that, but I think somebody said that maybe this might tie into that a bit, or it might get mentioned at some point in this, or it might be part of one of the flashbacks that they might touch on it, but obviously where this is happening after Civil War, it is not the Budapest mission. But I don't know, I think she's an interesting character. Scarlett Johansson really killed it this year with Jojo Rabbit and Marriage Story, so I'm just kind of excited to see her, ride. I'm hoping this is also another success and a great performance. And obviously there's a lot of different directions they could go in with this movie. They could have gone for a straight up full-on origin story. Obviously it looks like they're touching on some of that, what went into actually making her Black Widow. Obviously the full focus isn't going to be there, and they're just not doing a straight up origin story, which is also good, but they're kind of doing an origin story in a retcon kind of way. It's this is something that's happening I guess at this point it's still happening in the past, but this is all happening after she's already Black Widow, but you're getting that glimpse into the past with the people that she calls her family in this. So I'm very, very interested to see how it plays out. I'm really hoping that this does well. Like I said, this probably should have come out a while ago. Ever since Endgame happened, I feel like it's kind of hard, for me at least, to get really excited about some of these Marvel projects going forward. I'm looking forward to some of them. I know that there's a lot of really great directors and creative teams behind a lot of the stuff that's happening, but Endgame just felt like a good, it just felt good when it was done. And there was a lot of sadness and there was a lot of triumph, and it was just a really incredible send off to so many years of build up and preparation and work that it's kind of hard to get emotionally invested in some of the stuff going forward to the same degree. But I'm all for them going down different avenues and doing different style movies. So as much as obviously Marvel has a lot of the same formula in terms of how they implement comedy into their movies, but their movies themselves are in different genres, and this one in particular seems like it's really going heavy on the espionage, Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne type feel, whereas you've had the kind of espionage spy thriller type feels with some of the particularly Captain America Winter Soldier. This one still feels more grounded. It might not end up that way when we actually watch it, but I'm excited for it, and I think it has a good cast of actors. Oh god, my cat. Oh my god, buddy. Okay, say hello to my cat. Totally forgot he was in here, and then something brushed against my leg. So yeah, bullet points, love the cast, think they're gonna do a great job. I'm already a fan of Black Widow as a character. I always have been ever since Iron Man 2. She stole my heart in Iron Man 2, so I'm totally down for this. Definitely should have happened before Endgame and all that, but still has the potential to deliver an emotional impact. I'm looking forward to something that's a little bit more grounded in that kind of espionage thriller, Mission Impossible type zone versus the more super related stuff that we had. And I love superhero movies, so I'm just excited for them exploring a different avenue in that direction. Marvel very rarely misses with me, so I'm hoping for the best. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section down below. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all later.